We have Meredith here with the latest news and your need-to-know weather update. Meredith?
Good morning. International monitors attempting to enter Crimea have been denied access today by a team of armed men. Crimea voted to leave the Ukraine Thursday and create relations with Russia. Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych was ousted by the Ukrainian government for having Russia's back in a trade deal instead of one with the EU. Yanukovych's betrayal caused protests resulting in dozens of deaths after street clashes. Russian forces have not recognized new Ukrainian forces, therefore creating difficult relationships between the two countries. Russia wants control over Crimea because of the thousands of Russian troops stationed there. Russian President Vladimir Putin said he has the right to use military forces if Russians in Crimea are under threat. In 2013, Los Angeles was the top major U.S. city with the worst traffic. Last year, Los Angeles residents spent an average of 64 wasted hours in the car, up 8.5% from the previous year. The INRIX, found in their 7th annual traffic scorecard, reported that drivers wasted an average of 47 hours in major cities last year. Cities like Honolulu had an 18% increase from last year, with 60 hours spent in the car, and San Francisco increased 13% with 56 hours. There is more congestion in Los Angeles freeways than any freeway in the United States, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Belgium, and the Netherlands. The study shows that the increase in traffic is due to economic growth, and the roads are costing the U.S. $100 billion per year. High winds are bringing large surf to Southern California. The National Weather Service scheduled a wind advisory until noon today in Los Angeles County, specifically the San Fernando and Santa Clarita Valleys and the San Gabriel and Santa Monica Mountains. 80-mile-per-hour winds were recorded in Whitaker Peak on Thursday, and winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour were recorded in the San Gabriels this morning. The winds will cause difficult driving conditions all throughout Southern California this morning. Waves are expected to be 4 to 7 feet in Orange County and 9-foot sets here in Los Angeles County. The winds are blowing spring right into Malibu. Today there will be sunny skies and a high of 74 and a low of 54. On Saturday and Sunday, we will see warmer temperatures with a high of 77 on Saturday and high of 79 on Sunday. By Monday, we will dip down into the high 60s with a low of 53. So definitely some warmer temperatures here in our future. So make sure to go outside this weekend. So Jenny, what can you tell us that's happening in sports? What do we have to look forward to?
Well, as always, there's so much going on. The top highlight from the Warriors-Celtics game on Wednesday wasn't anything that happened on the court. 12-year-old Louis Corbett, who is quickly losing his eyesight due to a condition called retinitis pigmentosa, had courtside seats at the game. When his parents asked him what sights he'd like to see in the U.S. for a final sightseeing tour, Louis' top choice was to see his favorite team, the Boston Celtics. Corinne Grosbeck, whose husband owns the Boston Celtics, heard about Louis' story on Twitter. She was especially touched by it because she's the incoming chair of trustees for the Perkins School for the Blind. Grosbeck was not only able to get seats for Louis and his family, but they were right next to the Celtics bench. The Clippers were looking to extend their 6-game win streak yesterday as they took on the Lakers at the Staples Center. The Lakers were only down by 2 at the end of the first quarter, but it would be downhill from there. Blake Griffin, who had 20 points in the game, led the Clippers to a 73-40 halftime lead. Despite a strong game by Pau Gasol, the Clippers continued to dominate in the second half. With the final score of 142-94, the Clippers handed the Lakers their biggest loss in franchise history. Pepperdine's women's basketball team upset Santa Clara in the first round of the WCC Championship Tournament yesterday. The Waves have had a difficult season due to injuries, but with multiple players scoring career highs, they were able to defeat the Broncos. Pepperdine also took advantage of free throws, making 11 of 14 in the final 1.5 minutes. With their 80-74 win, the Waves are set to take on BYU this afternoon. It's a packed schedule for Pepperdine sports teams this weekend. The WCC tournament will continue as the women's basketball team faces BYU today at 2. Men's volleyball will also play on Tuesday as they host Stanford. On Saturday, the sand volleyball season kicks off at Pepperdine as they face both Cal State Northridge and USC. And to cap off the weekend, baseball hosts Houston here at Pepperdine. That's it for this week's Pepperdine Sports Report, but don't go away because we have the latest entertainment news coming up.